Today I'm going to show you the basic techniques you need to look.
Well, if you guys didn't know, we are live. Thank you all for being here. I know it's early. Let's give everybody some time to get in here tonight. And we'll just see what exciting things we can come up with tonight. I hope everybody can hear me. I think you can. I think you can. Dennis was here earlier, dropped by to say, wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Yes, they do. I don't have a bus. I have a truck. And those wheels definitely go round and round. So, but a little housekeeping, good stuff coming up. Like one is snowing. Woo wee. Not that bad, you know. We're going to be lucky to get a couple inches in the morning, I think, unless something pops up tonight. And it really starts to hammer, but it just doesn't look like we're getting a very big snow. And there's a big section when it was snowing where there was a cloud break. So we had about an hour, hour and a half when people around us was getting snow that we weren't getting snow. So I don't think we're going to wind up in the morning. Our road's not even covered yet, but it is dark now. It is below 30. So we'll see if the roads get covered during the night. Our good friend Meme is in the house. Hello. Hello to you. How are you doing? We appreciate you. I am there. So can you hear me good, Meme? Does everything sound good on your end? So we're doing StreamYard today and live and YouTube all combined together. So we're doing a little different format. I used to do these every week on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. I'm going to try to get back into my habit of doing those, along with all the other live streams that we do randomly pop up. So Thursday night is going to be a special live stream where people can come up into a panel and we can have conversations and topics and discuss things one-on-one, face-to-face, so to speak. We appreciate everybody coming in and giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, housekeeping thing. Make sure you can hear me great. I'm on my Yeti Blue mic. So I'm using a Yeti mic in this situation versus the microphone on the iPhone. Let's see. So it's cold, it's snowy, it's Thursday. Not a whole lot going on in the world, I don't think. President Carter was buried today. I did watch that video. That was pretty cool. I know it's a little morbid, but one thing I would encourage everybody to do at some point in time in their life, go back and watch a presidential funeral. I think it brings home how important it is to vote and to be involved in your communities. I think it really does. So I encourage that. Meme, what are you doing in your part of the world? What is going on? I want to know what is going on in your world. Lorelai is home today, but she's working, so she can't really join us because she's working from home. Tim is in the house. Good evening, Tim. How are you? We appreciate you coming in, Tim. Are you having snow in the Philippines? We're having snow in America. I'm going to drop the link to the StreamYard if anybody wants to come up and come up on the panel. You can. I'll keep dropping it throughout the night as we go and grow. It's snowing and cold here, Tim. It's Thursday. We're supposed to get up to like 6 inches of snow, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's really going to be more around 2 inches. It just doesn't seem to be very heavy in this part of the state. Other parts of the state may get up to like 8 or 9 inches of snow. I don't think we are. So good evening, Tim. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Here's nothing going on right now. It's 2 a.m. and all snowy. Yes, I get you. But we appreciate you being here, even at 2 a.m. in the morning for you. It's 21 degrees Monday morning. Jesus, that's hot. But 21's not too bad. That's kind of a nice temperature for the Philippines. So, yeah, that's not bad. It is below 30 now. I think it's 28 or 29. It's not going to get much colder than that tonight. But the snow is off and on, so only 24 Celsius. See, 24 is not bad. You know, 24 is not bad. Let's see here. Hang on, I'm looking at something. Sorry. Yeah, that's a nice day, Tim. 75 degrees, right? About 75 -3 for me. So kind of chilly in his world. My world is not that cold by any stretch. But we are hoping. I don't know if I wanted to snow. I keep telling you, the only thing I like is the more it snows, the colder it is. Every day that we go by means that we get closer to spring weather. So, but right now they're saying maybe 3 inches of snow, 2 to 3 inches. So we're just not getting hammered. Now, places like Little Rock, Arkansas, and maybe even Memphis, Tennessee, and a little bit further north, this front has gone further north than they all thought it would. And it's not as big. The snow front is not as big, it's smaller. So it's not as bad as people have been predicting it was going to be all week, which is normal, right? A meme, -3 degrees for you, 2 a.m. That's pretty chilly. So, what is the best thing to do at -3 degrees at 2 a.m.? You know, air quality index has been very bad for me this week. Tim, why? What's going on with the air quality? Are they burning a bunch of debris and trash or something? What's changed? The problem here is that the snow melts and the water freezes. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. We have that problem from time to time, but nothing too much. Meme says that you better stay home. I try. Stay home and have an adult beverage, a warm one maybe, like Kahlua and coffee is really good. So something of that nature, something nice and warm, and just kick back and enjoy your evenings. I think is it. But yeah, I remember when we were, living in the Philippines and Typhoon Odette hit, and all the trees and the trash and the debris. They had areas where they were collecting all of that and burning it. So um, you don't know what's changed with the air quality. Hmm. I wonder if maybe there's some volcanoes somewhere in the region, and you're getting a little bit of that. Maybe I haven't looked if that's happening right now in the Philippines. But yeah, you just never know. That's one thing we found was there were some smoky areas because they were burning all the trees that blew over and lumber that was scattered everywhere, and you know a lot of traffic is what you're thinking it is. The smog could be. The smog will get to you. I mean, sucking in exhaust fumes suck. Lorelai and I, neither one enjoy doing that. We don't even. It's like even in our garage, when I start the car, the garage is already open, and I try to get out of the garage as fast as I can. When I pull into the garage, I turn the car off as quick as possible and let the exhaust go out, so that we don't have even any in the garage. So Dennis is in the house. Dennis says hello, Super Pack. All lurkers, SS, Jack, and Vincent are no longer with us. Dennis, they've been put on the no flies list. So I did get a message today on Facebook from Tony. I haven't heard from him in quite a while, but he sent me a little funny snippet through Facebook. So maybe he's being more active on Facebook, thinking of your wheels on the bus go round and round. So we got some workers. We do. Wow, Tim, that's really bad. You couldn't go outside for more than a few minutes. Oh, I'm going to kill myself here, guys. For a couple of minutes. That's not good. Hang on. Oh, and hey, Dennis, I was going to tell you, I raised $15, an additional $15 last night is what I came up. But I thought I could have missed a couple, so I was going to round it up to $20 for the school supplies. I'm going to throw an extra $20 into my pot when I make the pot for the school supplies. So we're just going to call it $20 from last night's live stream. I'm sure it's cold up there. I could not go outside. Yeah, I heard that one of your politicians in Canada would like to buy Alaska now, since Trump is talking about Canada. Somebody in Canada say, "Hey, why don't we just buy Alaska?" Causing headaches? Damn, that isn't good. I would hate to say that you guys probably couldn't afford Alaska. Causing headaches for me. Man, that is not good. That is not good. But the only thing I did today was work around the house. I did do a little bit of that. I cooked some turkey for my dogs. You know, we're feeding our dogs homemade dog food. So they really like turkey. So I buy a big turkey or a turkey at Walmart, bring it home. I boil it and get the meat to fall off the bones. And we chop it up and make dog food out of it. Is that bad? Is that bad of me? But they love it. I will watch that 20 to PayPal. But Canada, we first have dibs on Alaska for some fun. Well, we bought it from Russia. You guys didn't pony up. Was Alaska 7 million, or is that the Louisiana purchase? One of them was 7 million. I think Louisiana was 7 million. I can't remember how much Alaska was. But yeah, you guys should have bought it. You know, I feel like my camera's weird. Do I look weird tonight? You know, I know I look weird every night. I will match that 20 to PayPal, but okay. No hurry on it, Dennis. But thank you. You know, just whenever you get around to it, because we're months away from needing the money. So what we're doing and so everybody knows, and I can spread my propaganda. Probably at the end of January, we're going to start working hard on raising money to buy school supplies for needy families in the Philippines. And right now, we're trying to do an assessment about how much we need to raise per child. I think it's going to be probably $10, roughly USD, to buy a school kid everything they need for school. Hang on. What?
25 per kid to have a decent one, and like a moderate. Then it's really cheap.
Oh, sorry.
25 is moderate.
25. My wife just told me, who's at home working, she should be paying attention to her job, not me. But she told me that they figured out they need $25 USD to get everything the kid needs to start the new school year. So 25. What? What? Okay, I got it. All right. So Alaska was 23 million. Okay, you eat turkey, the country? No, the bird. 23 million, the same amount as the mayor of LA. Cuts apart. Yes. Shameful. I mean, I don't get it. Craig is here. Hello, Craig. How are you? Good to be here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Everybody say hello to everybody, by the way, and thanks for the thumbs up and shouting this live stream out. We are doing a panel tonight. If anybody wants to join me, you can just come on up on the StreamYard panel. 23 million we paid for Alaska. That was a damn good steal. So that means if we paid all those years ago 23 million for for Alaska, Canada is probably worth what, 12 million today? Oh, I'm picking a fight with the Canadian. Save the smelts. Oh, Dennis. I lost my thing. So, Dennis, that's what we're doing. I don't know what we were talking about. I forgot. But I saw one of your politicians said, hey, maybe we could buy Alaska from America because Trump is saying we need to have a better relationship with you guys. and we need to have a better fair trade and all that crap. I just thought that was funny when I saw that today. Which, no, look, if you guys got a couple $100 billion, it's probably what Canada's worth in today's market. I'll sell it to you. We don't need it. I don't go there. It's not a state that I go to. So I'll sell you Canada. Anybody want Puerto Rico as a territory? I don't go there. I like to go to Puerto Rico though. I like the food. So, but thank you all for being here. So that's what we figured out. Late January, we'll start working on trying to raise enough money to buy school supplies for the kids, needy kids in the Philippines. So when they start back to school in June versus August in America, they start back in June, they will have their school supplies. Trump went on record and predicted this. Saw a clip and said in front of that, Gavin Newsom, I know. Gavin Newsom is I agree with, I agree with what you're calling him. Idiot, right? So how's Craig Parrish in Australia? Nice and hot for you. It's very cold here and snowy. So I'm jealous of everybody who has warm weather and all of that. So I thought it was interesting because I watched Jimmy Carter's presidential debate today. Sorry, Jimmy Carter's funeral, not presidential debate. People should be in. See, AC is already on. So Craig has turned on his AC, and in this case, he means air conditioning versus arm candy when Dennis says AC. So the language barrier between Canada and Australia, AC, air conditioning, AC, arm candy. All right. That's just a little bit of a language lesson for tonight. Dennis says, all right, whoever's coming up in the background, you need to show me your face. See, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah. See ya. See ya. See ya. You can't pull those silly things on me. I'm an experienced YouTuber. AC, DC. That's right. Alternating current and direct current. Craig says, hello to you, Dennis. Hi, CP. I have AC. My camera was on. Is it on Amazing Music PM? My camera's on. I know, but I need to see your face. I don't let anybody up in the panel without seeing a face. Just my rule, period. Dennis says, yes, Thunderstruck. Woohoo! Thank you all for being here. I need to, while we're doing this, I need to give away something. Hang on. I know you guys all want to see an autographed picture of me without my shirt on, but instead, I'm going to give away some memberships. We just gave away membership. Thunder, Lightning, and Thunderstruck. Sister named the band, saw it on Sewing Machine. Really? I didn't know that. Private chat. Let me look over here. Sorry. Yeah, see, MC Nemesis is one of those racist people. So if you guys see him, he's a racist. So be careful about that. He likes to use the N-word. So he's a troll. That's why he's not up here. But he's a troll, dirtbag, sleazebag, coward, keyboard warrior, boy with a little penis, all of those things. That's what he is. So you guys just be aware of that. Tim says, wow, that's really cool, man. See, I was going to tell you, I'm not going to talk much about it, but I got my book in. Dennis, everybody recommended this book. Lies My Doctor Told Me, Medical Myths That Can Harm Your Health by Dr. Ken Berry. What I'm going to do, Dennis, I think might be kind of cool. I'm doing some live streams where I'm building my model, but I think I'm going to read part of this a little bit at a time. And then maybe I'll do a live stream, random live streams, where I talk about a section. Maybe it's kind of like teaching class. I'm going to come in here and find a chapter and talk about what it says. I'm going to start doing that on live streams. And so be aware of that. And I'll publish that I'm going to be working from his book on my live streams when I do that. Because I would like to have input about this and what he says. Dennis, fun fact. Kamala Harris' grandfather was a slave owner. Don't doubt it. Kamala Harris was pissed today at the funeral. You could just tell that lady, ooh, she was pissed. Great idea. Get info in the book. Yeah, right? So we're just going to do a little bit at a time and kind of pretend like I was doing an online class, like I used to teach online. So books should be bigger. I know. Should be about this thick, right? But Kamala Harris is mad today. You could tell when she saw Barack Obama and President Trump talking and laughing. Boy, when she saw them, you could see the fire in her eyes. It was kind of funny. You'll see it on the on YouTube, where it's one of the funny moments from the funeral. But you could tell she was either jealous or pissed off, one of the two. But she didn't like them talking to each other. But it's always interesting, a state funeral where you see all the living presidents, and they all are old. I mean, I know I'm getting old, but damn, Bill Clinton looks like he's 105 years old himself. And George Bush looks 90. And Hillary Clinton looked like she just got out of the grave. I mean, these people are getting old looking. I don't know why Barack Obama's wife wasn't there, but she wasn't there. But all the other women folk were there for the funeral. Obama saying Trump was Hitler. I know. Is that right? So, and they got on that today too about the View. Whoopi Goldberg and those girls calling him Hitler, and the Democrats, referring to him that, and Obama calling him that. But yet today, Obama was chatting up like they were old golfing buddies. So what that tells you is politicians are full of poo-poo. Sorry, I got to say crap because my dog's nickname is Poo-poo. So I got to say crap. It shows you that they're full of crap. They'll say whatever it takes to get elected. She was getting enlargement. Maybe she was, but she wasn't there. Yeah, I got you. The Obama's old lady, his wife. So she wasn't there for some reason, but he was there. And, I thought it was Joe Biden looked like I didn't watch his whole thing because I can't handle listening to Joe Biden. But, man, he looks so bad. I mean, he looks like, there was a character on one movie. He looks like a Skeletor. It looks like maybe they did a really bad facelift job on him. His eyes and his skin, one droops, but it looks like they tried to do a facelift or something. And so it's kind of like I don't know what they did to his face, but there's parts of it that just looks like they screwed up the facelift. So I don't know what's going on there. I thought, Lorelai says it was the fake Biden because the real Biden's dead. This was the fake Biden. Bad mask job. Yeah. So I don't know if it was that or not, but it just looks weird. There's a movie out there where they put skin on this guy's face, not Face Off of John Travolta, but the other one where they tighten it with these little clamps, and it's a Star Trek thing. It's a Star Trek show. One of those aliens is putting on, they got to readjust their face. And that's what he reminded me of today. Michelle Trump is real. Maybe. So yeah, it was interesting to watch him chit chat and sit there today. Yeah, the one thing they did point out was, maybe Michelle didn't want to acknowledge, that all these people. The other thing I did notice is the Clintons didn't, and nobody shook hands with anybody except for Pence and Al Gore shook hands with President Trump, but Mike Pence's wife wouldn't stand up to greet the President of the United States. She stayed in her chair with her arms crossed. Wife knows what's up? Yes, she does. She's a smart lady. You can't make crap look like a Hollywood star. I know. Melamine, not Michelle. Oh, Melamine. Yeah. Talking about Trump's wife. Is her name? What is Melamine? What is Trump's wife's name? Huh? Melanie? No, it ain't. What is Trump's wife? What is her name? Okay. Oh, Milana. I'm saying it wrong. It's Milana. Sorry, guys. You're right. It's Milana, it's Milana. My wife's telling me it's Melanie, and I'm like, yeah, Milana. Yeah. Because she's Italian. She's Italiani, I think. I don't know. But Dennis likes her, thinks she's the real deal. She's a real arm candy. That's okay. But she was there, but I thought that was interesting that Pence's wife wouldn't get her fat butt off the chair to greet the President of the United States. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. And I didn't see Trump shake hands with the Clintons at all, but the Clintons just sat there and minded their own business. Bill Clinton looked like he was reading the book about Jimmy Carter over and over and over again. I know he was in the hospital a while back recently. I think he was just there going like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I'm here because I'm one of these presidents and I'm going to be the next one who's going to be buried. I'm just going to sit here and read this damn book over and over and over and over. But man, I'll tell you, Hillary looked rough. And George Bush looked rough, but, he's getting old too. Kittens are planning the next hit. They may be. I just thought it was odd how much the Obama and Trump chatted. I thought that was good. But I think it's good also, Why Milana uses Adam's apple? Why does she use an Adam's apple? Do you mean that? Why are you saying that she has an Adam's apple? Like a man? Is that what you kind of mean? By use? I think she's a real girl. If that's where you're going to that mean. I don't know, obviously, because I've never met her. But I got a feeling she's a real girl. Yeah, she had a kid. That's right. Forgot about that. She has one. Okay. Like a man, she doesn't have one. Yeah, I've never seen, I don't even have one because I'm too fat. I've never seen her have one. I just haven't. But I don't know. I've never, to be honest, I've never looked at her that closely. I would imagine when she was a supermodel way back in the 90s, I think is when she was, that she would have probably been scrutinized like crazy. You know what I mean? Or 80s, whenever she was a supermodel. Michelle Obama is a man. Now, look, Dennis, I'm kind of 50-50 on that. There's a part of me that that has that question, but there really is. There's something not right genetically, I think, about Michelle Obama. I don't know if she's a real man. Maybe her chromosomes are a little wacky, but there's something not quite right for some reason with her. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. But that's what I think. There's just something not right. But I also believe this, whether you like me or not, I'll tell you, I think the Obamas are racist. Of all the people sitting in that audience today, those presidents, I think the Obamas are the most racist. You know, not the Clintons, not the Bushes, not Trump, not the Pences, not the Al Gore guy, not the Jimmy Carter family. I believe the Obamas are the most racist people in that audience today because I've listened to things they have said and what their church believes and what their preachers would get up there and preach about. And if you're not, and it's racist. So I believe that. But what do I know? What do I know? So Dennis agrees with me. All right, that's good. I take a look at that picture. Take a look at that picture. What picture is that? Did you send me a picture? Ian, living in the Philippines, is in the house. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. How are you today from the Philippines? We dropped the panel link if anybody wants to come up in the panel. So look at that picture. Which picture are you? Did you send me a picture in private or something? I don't know. I got to look here. If you did, I'll look for it. Dennis agrees. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Ian living in the Philippines, he has a YouTube channel himself. Young Mr. Sanders is in the house. Hello, everybody. Sanders, thank you for being here. Are you home at 7:30? We hope you made it home safely from work. Ooh, my office is getting hot. Hang on, I got to adjust my thermostat. You guys hold on. Oh, that's what it was. It was jacking itself up to 74. And that's a little warm. Maybe it does not show in the chat. It doesn't show in the chat. Yeah, it doesn't show in the chat. Or let me look on YouTube and see if it shows there. All right, put a link if you can. I might have to turn you blue. Hold on. All right, I think you'll probably be able to do it now. Sanders saying hello. Everybody say hello to Sanders. Living in the Philippines, maybe it does not show. Still driving in the rain. We're getting, yeah, you're getting rain. We are getting snow. I don't believe it's going to be as bad as they were predicting. We had about an hour and a half when it was snowing that it did not snow. So I don't think it's going to be as bad. And it's really, I mean, it's below 30, but it just doesn't seem to be coming down very hard. It's just kind of real soft and gentle. Ian living in the Philippines says, I am meeting up with MJ and Barry today. Excellent. What are you guys going to be doing? You going to Jollibee, Chowking, or somewhere else? What are you guys, troublemaking YouTubers in the Philippines doing? But you got to be safe, Sanders, making it home. You got to be safe. Driving. Watch out for the green. My brother lives in Dallas, Fort Worth. He sent me pictures this morning where they already had like 4 inches of snow on the ground where he was. But he's on the north side, the area. Ian says, living in the Philippines, says, we're going to be drinking. We're going to be drinking. Hell, we're going to be drinking. Woo! We're going to be drinking. Let's do the Philippines is in the house. MJ, thank you for being here. He's saying, hello, Ian, how are you? You guys are going to get together and do some drinking. Drinking. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't drink and drive, you'll be all right. Apparently visiting a monkey park and taking a look at the volcano. All right. Well, all right. That's cool. All right. Hang on. Somebody wants me to check my email. So hold on real quick. Now, while you guys are out and about, make sure you talk about my YouTube channel. Hey, hello, Mike. Everybody said hello to Ian living in the Philippines. Let's do the Philippines, MJ. Everybody say hello to them. You guys say hello to Charles. Charles has a YouTube channel. Well, I see the picture. I see what you're thinking. Meme sent me a picture. I don't know if I can pull it up and show you on my desktop because I haven't logged into my email on my desktop in forever, so it may not want me to do that. So, but I'm going to try to open my email and show you. Here's what I'm going to say. I saw the picture of Milana. Oh crap! There we go. I saw the picture that you sent me of Milana, right? And what I think you're referring to the trachea as an Adam's apple. The Adam's apple is like this. You see how this comes down? An Adam's apple, like for us men, right about here. I'm fat, so you can't see it, but you would have a bump right here. So it's not the fact that the whole trachea sticks out or is pronounced, is the fact that it does, when it does this, boop. So it has kind of a boop to it. And I see what you're doing or showing on hers that but I don't see a bump. I don't see a pronounced bump. And but women do have a small bump, but just not like men. All right, of course, Venus has to clean the house before the driver gets here. Well, that's good. That way when you come home, the house is clean, right? Hello, Mike. Hello, Meme says. So I dropped the link in the chat if anybody wants to join us in the panel. You guys are welcome to do that. Just click on the link there. So, but yeah, but I know what you mean, but I just don't see the pronounced bump on her. And I'm still trying to open up my email. Oh, here it is. It did open up. You guys are in luck. I don't know if it will let me save that picture so I can show you. But I'm trying to get this picture saved, guys. Oh my God, mine is gone. Maybe I'm a woman. You may be. Trump don't care. She's 24 years younger than him. Yes. And she's good looking, right? So Trump doesn't care. All right. Can I save that on my desktop? Save image. I'm going to show you what he's referring to. Or maybe I can just full screen it. My desktop is acting slow tonight. Maybe, yeah. Well, MJ, you may be. It happens. All right. Well, my computer decides what to do here. We'll give it a second. Meme says, maybe. But that's what the hell is that? Oh, I got a beep. Hang on. Let me put this picture on my desktop and I'll show you guys, okay? Oh, man. Press F11 for full screen. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to open the file. I'm old school. Roadrunner in the house. Beep, beep. Is Roadrunner here? Where's Roadrunner? Did I miss Roadrunner? The American Roadrunner? Is he here? Yeah, we'll see here. But yeah, I don't think she has an Adam's apple. All right. Man, I'm slow tonight, guys. Maybe I need to e-beg for a new computer like everybody else on the internet. Time for me to go to the gym. You got to go to the gym and work out. Nice. You got to keep in shape so all of those hot Filipinas go, woohoo, look at that American walking down the street. Appreciate you, Tim. Take care. We do appreciate you. So, but Tim's going to go get his good looking on. She doesn't have it. I agree, Dennis. I don't. She has an Adam's apple. I just wanted to show the picture that he sent me so everybody can kind of judge and see what I meant about being the trachea versus an Adam's apple. But either technology has surpassed my brain, or I don't know what I'm doing. All right, maybe I can do it now. I'm going to try to do this. All right, everybody ready? They spin it on alcohol. Invite, no. Present, maybe. I haven't been on StreamYard in a while. I think this one. You guys see it? Is it coming up? You guys can't see it, can you? It's not coming up. All right, I'll have to try to figure it out. $7:41 p.m. Nope. They spin it on alcohol. Let me close this. Close it. Let me do a few housekeeping things here. All right. Now let me try it. Let me see if I got that picture on my desktop. Yep, I got it on my desktop. So hold on. Man, you guys are making me work. And you know, that's just not fair to make me work. And now I'm frozen. All right. Oh. I know. I know. It's an hour later. I'm still trying to get the picture up. Let me. He said F11. I probably blow my computer up by hitting F11. I have a bus to catch. You got to go to a bus. Ride the bus to go drinking, partying. Well, for whatever reason, it's not coming through. We're going to give up on that for now. All right. Oh, we're back to normal crap. Are you catching the tiny bus, the short bus? You know, Dennis knows a lot about buses, and the fact that wheels on the bus go round, round, round. Click the screen icon in your address. Enhance video quality. I don't want to do that. But as long as you guys can see me, I guess we're all right. It's censored. Busy Bear. Yes. I have another 2 hours. Oh, wow. So are you traveling 2 hours to go meet up with the guys? That's crazy. Maybe censored. But I don't think she does. I don't. I just don't think, I don't see it. So take my word for it. I haven't, I'm not prepared. I'm a failure. And I'm ashamed of myself. I didn't come prepared to show pictures of Melania Trump. Is there not a button on StreamYard and share? It is. It is. And I was trying to do that. You can go over to StreamYard to present, and you can share the screen. I can go to my window and I can show you my window. Here, maybe let me try this. It says StreamYard is sharing that window. Can you see it now? So let me see if I can blow that up. All right. So that's the picture he was making reference to. So yes, Ian, thank you for that. Yes. For her, Craig says, I would take that chance. Well, Craig, you and I are married, so we can't talk like that. But I wouldn't mind having their money. I don't care about the women. I just care about the money, Craig. Because we already have the women. So, yes. So that's the picture she's referring to. I don't think that shows an Adam's apple. I think that's just her trachea. Because she doesn't have a bulge like this. And an Adam's apple would be a bulge like this. Maybe I can find a picture. That's the photo I posted. Okay. Okay. Look at her face. What about her face? Meme, what do you think's wrong with her? Look at her face. What's wrong with her face? Oh, you think that's a guy? No. I just think she's getting old. I mean, she's pushing 60 now, right? And I think she looks okay for 60 years old. I don't think that's a guy. What do you guys think? Does anybody else think she looks like a man? Craig says good for 54 years old. Okay, 54. Looks like a mask. I don't like I'll tell you just as a guy, my wife is chiming in saying she's a woman. So as a guy, what I don't like, and I can't point to them, I don't like how women have those fake eyebrows, where they draw a fake eyebrow. I hate that shit. Meme is jealous. Yeah. Wow. I'm not jealous of Trump's woman. I'm jealous of his money, because my wife is way better looking than she is. Let's do the Philippines. MJ says, we are meeting Ian in Manila with my driver and all traveling together to Alfonso to meet Barry at his house. Should make for some fun videos. I agree, and I hope you make some fun videos. Remember, you guys can talk about my channel. The only thing I ask, MJ, when you go and have fun today, please leave your clothes on if you're going to make videos. Do not do videos with those other guys showing their bodies. Dennis, let's see. Dennis says, show your face, Meme. Meme says, jealous. I am jealous of what? Jealous, I think Dennis probably means, and Dennis can chime in, but I think what he's meaning is you're probably jealous that Trump has a supermodel or somebody who was a supermodel. Let's do the film. She's a beautiful woman. She just has a strong jawline. I agree. She has a strong jawline. I think she looks like a girl. Are there other pictures of her out there? Probably. What's her name again? Melania Trump? Poor lady, we're picking on her, and she's not even here to defend herself. There's a lot of pictures of her online when she was younger. She's always had a strong jawline. But she's just gotten a little bit older. And I think that's all it is. She's gotten a little bit older. And look, I got a feeling being the president's wife is a very stressful job in itself. So I got a feeling those wrinkles on her face, Obama is in the zoo, find a picture of Michelle and compare. All right, I can do that. But let me get over here. Man, you guys are going to get me in all kinds of trouble. The CIA is going to come and get me and take me to prison.
So that message I sent to you.
You sent me something?
Yeah, it's a world, it's a famous actress
All right.
that has like something that people complaining about.
All right. Where'd you send it to? Facebook?
Phone.
On my phone?
You don't know what phone is?
Yeah, but I'm on my desktop.
You don't have a computer on your phone?
No. Hang on, everybody. So what's the problem with this girl?
Next, this female.
All right. My wife you can't hear her because she's yelling at me through the other room. But she's saying something about, okay, I'm going to show you. What's wrong with this girl? Huh?
The next,
Okay, here's the neck of this girl. Devils Wear Prada. That's that girl. All right. So, Ian says, must be getting tougher for Melania under the table. That's not very nice.
that's her neck. It's like worse than that.
Yeah. All right. My wife's getting fired up over there in the other room. Clothes on, yes. My wife don't be picking on the ladies. My wife is yelling and screaming at me. So I'm going to try to do a couple more pictures for you guys. Hang on. And then we'll look at Michelle. I don't know if I can do a split screen, but I'll do the best I can. So, that was her when she was younger. Okay. And clothes on. Craig says, it's not that important. That's right. My wife's over there telling them that we're being bad. Well, she was just, a lot younger then. So I think she looks identical. And if she was a woman back then, she's a woman now, right? So that's kind of what I think. I don't know. Google Andrea Sach. She's a famous actress and had long neck and well pronounced than that first lady. Okay. So Lorelai is saying this person, Andrea Sach, Sachs, whatever the hell her name is worse. I'll try to find a picture of her, make my wife happy. Because my wife is going to yell at me. Oh, this girl, Lorelai is saying, you know, this girl that I'm going to show you has a much longer neck than Melania. Okay. I need to close some of these windows real quick, folks. And you guys are getting us down in a ditch. Check your email, please. All right. Give me a second and I'll check my email. Let me do one thing. Because my wife's here and I got to do what my wife says.
I sent in the Facebook.
Okay, I'm working on it, Lorelai. All right. So this girl has a very long neck, which looks more manly, I guess, than Melania, is what my wife is trying to say. So, huh?
Yeah, just on the messenger
Okay.
Facebook.
All right. Hang on. I need an assistant. Doing this, man. I'm working hard. Look at me. I'm sweating. I'm doing so much computer work. Craig, man, I need an assistant to keep up with all of this stuff. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. All right, I'll check my email in a second. But Lorelai wants me to check my Facebook. And since she's the wife, she wins. All right, so maybe in Messenger. I talked to my good friend James Robinson today out in California. Okay. I think, man, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of crappy images to delete from my computer here later. Well, Lorelai, I'm doing it. Woo-wee, I need a computer assistant. Must be from Miramar. You just got to give me a minute, everybody. We got 10 people watching. Thank you. I don't know how many thumbs up. Did you guys give me a thumbs up yet? Remember, if you want to donate for school supplies, you can do that through PayPal. PayPal. Okay. This one is what my wife wants you guys to see. So give me a second. She wants you guys to notice how long of neck these girls have, and that this redheaded girl has a little bit of a bump, right? I guess. So, man, I need an assistant. I need an assistant. All right, so let me check my email. I think Dennis would like this redheaded girl. I think this is up Dennis's speed. Let's stop sharing that. Let me get over here to my email again. Oop, that's not email. Shit. Whoops. Quit. Miramar. Crap. What the hell is that?
All right, so where's your camera?
Why? I'm good. Just
No, give me a second.
Lorelai's coming to cause trouble. Okay, meme.
Show me your camera.
Well, my camera's right there. Right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Show that one.
Yeah. All right. Wife has taken over. Yeah, we showed that one a second ago.
Yeah, but give me a second, see?
Craig says, sorry, I can't get past the boobs on the girl to look at her neck.
Okay.
What are you trying to say? That's a man or a girl?
They're all female.
They're all female. Lorelai says these are all females. But they have a very pronounced trachea.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Melania Trump. So Lorelai's giving you guys evidence for why Melania Trump is a female. So I showed him that already, but good job. Yeah, I know, Craig, right? Look at the, let's look at the other body parts. I know. She doesn't understand that we don't care about the neck.
What are you saying?
Nothing. Thank you for coming in, beautiful wife. Oh my God almighty. Sometimes I drive so far off into the ditch doing StreamYard, it's unbelievable. Now, I forgot where I was going. Meme. All right, Meme. I'm trying to get back to you, I promise. I got an email from Meme, and it's some dude. I don't know what your, is that you? Is that what you're saying? This picture is you? So before I show it, I need to know a little bit more about it. So, Meme, let me know. The picture you sent me of the dude, is that you? Or is that a girl? Or, I mean, what's the issue with the picture? Oh, that's me. All right, you want me to show everybody who you look like? Is that what you want me to do? I can do it. I can show a picture of me so everybody knows what I look like. So, because I never show a picture that's sent to me without permission, because I think it's just kind. Share it. All right. Meme says I can share his picture. Let me see if I can just do it without having to. Where's my email? Give me a second. I mean, I'm trying to see if I can do it a different way. All right. Can you guys see it? So that's Meme. See him? He's not a horribly ugly guy.
In the back or in the front?
Yeah. Are you the guy in the front or the back? My wife's asking if you're the guy in the front of the picture or the back of the picture. Look at the guy in the back. So yeah, the guy in the back is you, right? Is that what you're saying? That's funny. So you're wearing a hat like I wear, I see. Hey, everybody say hello to My Retired Life too. Gary in the Philippines. Thank you for being here, Gary. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm in the front. All right. Meme says this is him in the front. We believe you. You don't look half bad. I could see where some girls might think you're handsomest. So the gay in the back looks very similar to you. I mean the guy, right? Is that what you mean? He does look kind of similar to me. He wears a flat cap and he has kind of a beard. So that could be me. Was that when I was at your house? Maybe I was at your house and you didn't know it. Hi, Gary from Craig. Gary, it's good to see you. Give us an update from the Philippines, if you would. How's your weather? How's your health? What's going on? Is there anything exciting you're doing, Gary? I did drop the link to come up in the panel if you want to come up in the panel, Gary. Craig, everybody, you're welcome to come up. So we always like to have updates. So we're going, Gary, if you didn't know, we're back doing Thursday night live stream, 7 to 9. In addition to, this is StreamYard, as you know. addition to doing regular pop-up live streams all the time. Nothing exciting. Are you doing any artwork? Are you getting time to play art, to work with your art? Well, it's snowing here, so you're not missing anything. It's cold, snowy. Where you were up from, cold and snowy. So you're definitely in the right place for better weather than what we have here, Gary. So we're glad things are going well for you. I know that you said last time you were getting well adjusted, which is a good thing. So I think. Dennis recommended, I'm going to work. Here's something. We've got a couple things we're going to do. So let me give you a couple of plugs. One, this spring, we are going to be raising money to buy school supplies for needy families in the Philippines. So maybe sometime late in January, I'll start e-begging for everybody to give us money to PayPal to buy school supplies. But not right now. So my only braiding leather, I started back doing that. Oh, nice. Well, still it gives you something to do, right? I'm building a ship. My wife gave me a Jolly Roger. Woo! Anybody know what a Jolly Roger is that wasn't on the live stream last night? So Lorelei gave me a Jolly Roger, and I'm going to do live streams with my Jolly Roger. And then I'm going to do some live streams talking about the book Dennis recommended. This is Lies My Doctor Told Me, Medical Myths That Can Harm Your Health by Dr. Ken Berry, MD. He's also a FAA, FP, and I have no clue what in the hell that means. What an FAA, FP is. I'll have to Google that sometime. But this is the updated and expanded edition. So I'm gonna read a little bit, and I'm going to do a live stream, and we're going to talk about it. And hopefully people will chime in, and we can talk about what his subject matter talks about. All right. A Jolly Roger is technically it's the flag that goes on a pirate ship. So a Jolly Roger is not necessarily the ship, it's the flag. So, and there's a long history about it, but she got me a model ship, a pirate ship. And I'm going to work on building it, doing live streams over the next few weeks. I got to go to Hobby Lobby and buy some paints because I don't have the right paint to paint the ship. I got to go get some of those. That'll probably cost me more than the model did. So, looks interesting. The book does? Yes, Gary, it is. It should be. It's, he's all over the internet. I guess he's popular all over the internet. And he debunks things. Craig Parrish meme is throwing a pirate flag up. Ooh. Craig says S. Okay. Building the model ship also sounds interesting. It does. It should be fun. It's. I got to be honest. I built models as a little kid, and I built one or two over the years. But Lorelai, be quiet. I'm talking. My wife keeps interrupting me, but I got my earbuds and I can't hear. So, so I got to get my skills back. I got to get back into, model building skill level. So we'll see how bad I build it. We'll see how crappy it looks when I'm done. If I do a good job, then I may decide to build another one or a bigger, more expensive one. If I can get into calming myself down, doing a really good job versus being me. So, oh my God. But the book, Gary, is Dennis and everybody. I guess there's a lot of people that knows about this book, right? Dr. Ken Berry. Maybe I need to start tagging him so people will look at my YouTube channel more, right? So what we're going to do, everybody, is what I'm going to do is teach class. Or we're going to talk about it. I'm going to get set up and I'm going to read like chapter 1 or chapter subsection 1. I don't know how the book's laid out yet. But let's say I'm going to read subsection 1 of chapter 1. And then maybe we'll talk about it and debate it and see what he says, if it's a lie, if it's true. We're going to work on that, this year. We're going to work on that. All right. Retired Life 2, Gary says, hello to Dennis. Let me give another while I'm doing it. I don't get any money for all this shout out. But here's another great book you guys all should read and buy. It's cheap, it's easy to read. The 4 Agreements is a great book, and I want you guys all to go read it. A book of wisdom. It's a wisdom book. All right. I need to earn some money for pimping all these stuff, right? Dennis, what time is it for you now? Dennis, if you're still there somewhere, Gary would like to know what time it is in your part of the world. I got a feeling it is 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe, Gary. We'll have to see if I get that right. So that's what we're going to be working on. Some randomly stuff just popping up. But school supplies include short dresses for teachers, white shirts and a few buttons and a tie. Dennis, time for a smoke. Craig says he's got to go out and take a break. I don't know about that, Dennis. You got to remember, my wife is in the other room. We got to keep it PG, Dennis. But then again, Craig likes the knee-high boots, which I don't disagree with sundresses. Boots and sundresses go together very well. Mame is throwing out the 420 for marijuana. You got to remember, somebody got mad on our channel because the Filipinas at our Christmas party their dresses were too short. So somebody was offended and got mad at us for multiple things. But apparently she was offended because the women that come here for the Christmas party was prettier than her, skinnier than her, and they wore sexy clothes. So knee-high boots, Dennis likes too, because he says, yes, CP. Had an extra girlfriend that did the schoolgirl uniform so good. Oh, my God. You had an ex-girlfriend that wore Dennis. And my wife dresses good, and she doesn't ever listen. She doesn't dress the way I tell her to dress, but she does good. If anybody needs any clothes, we got plenty to share. But yes, we have sent a lot of clothes over the years to the Philippines, but not anymore. There was something that happened about the teachers in the Philippines. What was it? We couldn't give, that's what it was. We couldn't go to the public school in the Philippines anymore, I guess, and give away stuff to the kids or the school. There's something going on where they don't want that. Maybe because it's coming from YouTube or America or something. So it's like when we did the biscotti dinner and things, they had to not involve the school. We found out because we were going to buy chanillas, flip-flops for the kids. And we thought the best way to do it was to work with the school about getting all these needy kids new shoes, and they didn't want to be involved. So we have to do everything outside of the school. But I do think my Lorelai's friend has a teacher friend helping her. And if you go back and watch those live streams, there's a lot of girls on there from different walks of life. Dennis says, I had a ruler and I had a spanker. Dennis, did your girlfriend also do the nurse uniform, Dennis? Yes, G-Man, you know it. She did a little bit of everything. The real question, Gary, is how much did the girlfriend charge? Was she a pay-as-you-go girlfriend? You may be able to go through the barangay to give to the school. Yeah, MJ, and you're right. It looked like when we talked about that, and so we're just going to bypass it and do it differently, was that we couldn't work with the teachers. We'd have to go all the way through the long way to get anything to funnel through the school. So we're just going to avoid that. And we have people that we trust on the ground in the Philippines, not us, not Lorelai and I. We're just going to raise the money and chaperone the money, so to speak. The people in the Philippines have already got school lists. they're going to package everything up in bags or backpacks, and they're going to already identify which kids need the school supplies. So our friends there on the ground are doing the research right now, looking around for families that really need it. And that's what we're targeting. And they're going to give it to them directly to the families. Versus because, the Philippines, to be honest, one thing I don't want to do is have to pay off some stupid barangay captain in order to do something nice. I don't want to have to slip that guy, 100 pesos, 200 pesos, 500 pesos, because, you guys have donated money to us so that we can buy school supplies. And the more people that you get involved in the Philippines, the more chance there is somebody going, hey, if you want to be in my barangay, or, maybe the principal is going, oh, so you got money to give to the kids, so I need 20% of it. You know what I mean? So at one time I was collecting books, and I was going to ship books to the Philippines, but that didn't work out. So because they didn't want to give the books out. All right. R&R Walk says local corruption. Yes, sir. Got the handout. But at one time, yeah, we when I was still almost working and connected to college, we were going to ship Balak Bayan boxes full of textbooks, old textbooks in America. So from America. I didn't have to give barangay anything to donate to the families. Well, correct. We don't give the barangay anything to donate to the families directly. But we know enough that if we involved the barangay captain or the politicians, then we got to grease their palms. It's just the way it is. Maybe not where you're at in the Philippines, but where Lorelai's from and that area, somebody has to get greased if you get them involved. That's why we have Lorelai, who has a couple good friends that orchestrate this. They do all the legwork. As charity work, they handle it and take care of it. Gary's asking, what is the purpose of a Philippine centavos? What a worthless coin. Greg is saying hello to R&R Walks. I don't know. Lorelai, do you know anything about the Philippine centavos, the coin? What about it? What is it? Like a nickel? I'm asking Lorelai, Gary. Craig says, hello to R&R. Walk says, hello, hello, hello. Thank you all for giving us a thumbs up. And also make sure that you subscribe to the channel, share out the live stream. And if anybody wants to come up in the panel, you're welcome to. I'll drop the link again. Don't be shy. Let's see. It's like 1 peso, right? Which makes sense. Centavos, I think, is 1 cent, right? Yeah, no value for centavos. 1 penny, yeah. Yeah, oh, Dennis said, I don't pay. The women pay me. So 100 centavos equals 1 peso. That would be pretty worthless, wouldn't it, Gary? That would be really kind of worthless, right? If 100 of them equals 1 pesos and 50-something pesos equal $1, Jesus, you'd have to have a crap load of them to equal $1. So yeah, that probably doesn't make sense. Maybe you can turn them into the bank when you get enough of them and get bigger money. Very worthless, yes. Oh, maybe that's the tip money you give. When you're going around the community and you got the little kids out there or the people that are looking to help you park your car, that maybe you give them centavos. I don't know. We don't use those since Lorelai is answering your question, Dennis. We don't use those since I was born. No value, and still don't know why they're making it. So Lorelai says technically they are no good. Nobody wants them. She never used them in her life because they were worthless, and she doesn't know why they're still doing it. Always pay one way or the other. Greg says, "Boy, you got that right. You got that right. You got that right." Man, I'm drinking water, no soda. I'm so proud of myself. All I do is drink water. The children do not want them to be right. Nobody wants them because they have no value. The kids are smarter. The kids know what's what. They can look at what's in your hand in your pocket and go, "Oh, you cheapskate," you know. We have a bunch of Filipino money here. I don't know if we have any centavos though. Put it in a bank. If it's 1 kilo, there you go. Of centavos. What is this? Oh. Almost got bit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could just save them up, I guess, and put them on eBay maybe. Sell them on Facebook. See if you can get anybody to buy them. I don't know, Gary. Let me ask you this, Gary. Where are you getting them at? Why do you have them? Has somebody went, "Oh, here's an American. He doesn't know that this coin is worthless, so we're going to give him change back in these coins"? Is that what's happening? you know, so maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe the people going, "Oh, look, he's a foreigner. He doesn't know any better." That's funny. That's funny. What else happened today, everybody? We talked to James Robinson out in California this morning. He was down at Seafood City in San Francisco. So he was getting some surprises to send us. Great guy. He was having fun at Seafood City. So got to talk with him a little bit today. And he's doing well, very well. 5 centavos, your allowance, Gary. Yeah, it's your allowance. Be careful with your allowance now. You got to remember, it's all you get. Yeah, we don't know why they make them either, but I wonder. The real question is this: which, if it's in America, if it was legal tender, a bank would have to take it. But in the Philippines, even if it's legal tender, I don't think banks have to take it. So maybe if you take 100 or 200 or 300 and go to the bank and say, "Can I have 300 or 3 pesos because I have 300 centavos?" I wonder if they would give you the 3 pesos or if they would just laugh at you and say, "Sorry, we're not giving you pesos for that fake money." So maybe that's it. I don't know. Question. So, Greg, what else have you learned in the six months or so being there? What tip would you give? Do you have a tip that you would give an expat, somebody who wanted to come to the Philippines for the very first time? What would be your number one suggestion or tip to somebody who wants to come to the Philippines for the very first time? Because now you've done that. Have you seen the real centavo there, Gary? So seldom to see that one. I think the government should make a half-cent centavos. Okay, thinking of that. I watched a speech in Congress today about the Doge, the financial management oversight of the government that's coming up. Have you seen GF of Dennis Pick? Well, Dennis may not maybe Dennis is single. I don't know. But today, the girl, here's what was funny. The lady who's spearheading the committee for this, because she's a senator or a congresswoman, whichever, she's spearheading this committee. She pointed out a couple things in her speech. We pay the government, the United States government, how much money, how much do you think it costs to make 1 penny? How much do you think it costs to make 1 penny? How much do you think it costs to make a dime? I was shocked. So she was starting to lay out this groundwork about all this misways, mismanagement, inefficiency. She talked about how the government, Biden's administration, is working with the federal labor unions to sign an agreement where federal workers can work from home without any accountability for 5 years. 5 cents, 5 pennies to make 1 penny? Close. They're talking about the nurse of Dennis earlier, wondering Gary's seen the pictures of Dennis's girlfriend. Well, I know, Lorelai, but what I'm saying, maybe Dennis has a new girlfriend or a different girlfriend or no girlfriend. You got to remember, Dennis is a man of the world. You know, he has women banging on his door every other day. He's kind of like me, except for I'm married, you know. Craig says 5 cents, 3 cents. It costs us 3 cents to make a penny. The lady was like, how stupid is this? and she said that the nickel cost a dime. It costs 10 cents to make a nickel. Can you believe that? Probably more like 75 cents to make a penny. Now 3 cents. You know, and she's like, and nobody's ever questioned this. Nobody's negotiated, you know, or yes, think about transporting the printed coin to the bank. Yeah, and then you got to pay the transportation costs and all this other stuff. But she was saying the manufacturing cost of a penny was 3 cents to make it. Not to ship it, just to make it. Something is, maybe we need to make the prisoners make the money so we can drop the price, you know. But that's crazy, right? But it's going to be interesting what they come up with. As of 2025, banks no longer accept checks anymore because of the cost, they say. Really? MJ, let's do the Philippines, says it's a ripoff. It is. They don't take checks anymore in in Australia? So do you even use checks anymore? I mean, we still do checks in America. They're not super popular anymore. I write maybe one a month. Everything else I pay online. So, but here's the problem with us with checks. I don't like paying with checks because now I need stamps, right? I'm out of stamps. So I got to go to the post office and buy stamps. I'll probably spend $20 freaking on 10 stamps these days. Stamps are getting expensive. So I got to go pay money to buy stamps to write a check and mail it in. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So now I'm doing some things differently. I am not doing auto pay on things, but I will call up or do the web thing and pay the payment. But I don't, we probably don't write 1 check a month anymore. And I don't, when my lawn mowing guy mows yards and things like that, I go to the bank and I take out cash and I give him cash. Plus, you need to buy a stab of checks and stamps. You need to buy a stab. Yeah, you got to buy the checks. Is that what you mean? And so you got to buy a book. We call them a book. You got to buy a book of checks to have checks. And checks are expensive. Yes, even when I write a check, I do it online and the bank sends it for me. That's right. I do some online like that too. I got a couple things every once in a while I go through and go, oh, I'm going to do an online payment to these people like that. A booklet. That's right, booklet. But I don't know. But I have checks. They're really, really old. That's right. Got to provide ID, deposit cash. Holy shit. Really? Damn. And not more than $10K in cash can be taken out once. Yeah, that I get. New election claim into effect, getting out of control, don't want to have cash. Now, at this point, we can still go to our bank and deposit cash without ID. If you got a deposit slip, it's not a big deal. But I can still walk into a bank and go to and say, I want to deposit money into Craig Parrish's account. And if they can pull you up and it's the right one, I can give them cash to put into your account. I can do that in America. But yes, the other problem is banks don't want you taking out more than 10 grand cash here either. Or they will want to give you a check for it. Man, it is out of control. Gary says, I never use checks anymore. Very rarely, you know. We all are be paying with some sort of cryptocurrency in the future. Yeah, it kind of all is becoming that, right? It's all imaginary money now. That's what I tell people. It's funny money. It's all imaginary money. Joe and Jenny's in the house. Thank you for coming in. Everyone give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already done it, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Joe. Joe, how are you? You guys getting any snowflakes up north where you're at? But yeah, I like cash. And I like paying things in cash. But it's getting harder and harder to do that. But I can tell you around here, businesses don't want a check. I mean, you can buy a car with a check, but they're just going to take your routing numbers and wire transfer the money. So Joe says he's having big snowflakes. Well, Joe, we got some snow today. I haven't looked outside in a couple hours. It's dark. We were supposed to get several inches today, but it just doesn't look like it. During the old Chinese pandemic, I had to get money orders to put money into someone's account. They wouldn't take cash. Wow. Isn't that just crazy? Isn't that just crazy that they wouldn't take cash? I don't like it. I know Lorelai's really big and she gets on to me because I don't want to tap the debit card on the tapper thingy. I want to put it in and do that. She thinks it's slower. I don't know. There's something about taking your debit card and just doing this to pay a bill. It kind of, goes, what's going on in the airwaves there? Is there another device around me that could secretly pick up that transmission, and steal my money? I still like to go in there in the credit card machine. Maybe they'll take cash now. Maybe. I know my local banks will because I've done that. I put what?
Your card will be eaten by the machine.
Lorelai's not very nice to me, everyone. She says she hopes my card will be eaten by the machine because I don't tap it like this, like she does. What kind of wife is that? But I know around here I can deposit cash because I've sold things and went to the bank and put it in. The only thing I don't like, and I got to tell you, it's kind of weird, but it's okay. I have a bank that I have multiple banks I work with. One of my banks, my best bank, my financially best bank, there is no branches anywhere near me. So I have to do everything electronically. So there's no way I can deposit cash into that bank. So I have a local bank that I deposit money into, cash, and then I transfer that from that bank to my bank, to the other bank, because there's nowhere for me to give them cash. And I'm not going to put money in an envelope and send it in and ask them to deposit. Need to watch out for some of the card readers. Yes, you got to make sure that they're not fake. So it's okay on gas pumps and everywhere else. Before you put your card in, go ahead and take that and try to pull it off. If it shakes and comes off and doesn't look right, if it looks like it's been stuck on or glued on, don't use it. So before you pump your gas, get out and try to pull that out. Make sure it's really part of the machine. Good advice, Joe. How can your card be eaten when you don't insert it? Just happy. Well, she's saying Lorelai is being mean. So I want all of you guys to feel bad for me. She's saying that she wants me to tap, right? She wants me to do this. I don't like that. I want to put it in to the machine. You know how you do this? And let it read. I want to do this. And what she's saying is, oh, when you do that, I hope your card gets eaten by the machine. Not a very nice wife. You have to pay before you pump. That's correct. But before you do that, you know, you got to put your card in to get the pump to turn on these days. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. She's hoping, Gary said, she's hoping a big wind comes and blows your card out of your hand. Yeah, see, she's just being mean, Gary. You got to watch them Filipinos that have the Spanish blood. They'll get after you. MJ, let's do the Philippines. No, put the card in and you can fill up. Yeah, you can, right. What you're saying is if you leave the card in, explain yourself. Yes, we pay first, then hit the grade for the gas to pump. Yes. How do you know how much to fill? Well, we always just fill up. But I guess you can stop it at $10, then that's all you charged for. On our machines, our gas pumps, you put your card in. It says, okay, you're approved to buy gas. You put the nozzle in the car, you select what grade you want. And if you only want $10 worth, you stop it at $10, put the nozzle back in, the machine shuts off and only charges you $10. If you fill it up, then it just fills up, clicks off, you put it up, and you pay $275,000. So, yeah, just push hard. That's right. Scan your card at the pump. Will let you pump however much you want. It authorizes first pump when it comes to charges. Yes. I always use the ATM at the bank. If it eats the card, I go in and report it to the problem. Yes. Okay. 20 gallons, 37 to 60, depending on the price of gas. There are places, and we've had this problem. We've traveled a lot. We've road tripped a lot. And we've actually stopped to get gas at places where my credit card company would not pay for the gas. So, and we were down in Mississippi actually. And we went in it, we didn't need gas too bad, but I like to stay on the high side of my gas. So we pull in, and granted, this was not a place that we probably should have been, but we didn't know that because we didn't know the place. So we whip in to get gas. I put my card in and it's declined. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I put another one in. It's declined. I'm like, wow, that's weird. So I think we paid cash. I had $20. I bought $20 worth of gas so that we could get down the road and fill up at a real place. And I later found out by checking my bank, my cards, they wouldn't authorize me purchasing things at that location. That location was a no bueno place to buy anything. And somehow the credit card or the debit card, the banks knew this was bad. Don't do it. Weird, huh? Yeah, I saw that, Joe. I saw a YouTube thing about that. We don't even know we're getting the right amount of gas. That's right. We could be shortchanged. We think we're buying 12 gallons, but when it comes out to it, we may only be getting 10 gallons. So I do think it's kind of like gambling. We have no clue that we're truly buying 12 gallons of gas. So you're right, Joe. We're being hustled somewhat. We don't know. We can't pump our own gas here. That's correct. You cannot. They have a tendency. They do. And you got to watch them. You got to make sure the machine says what they said. One thing I was watching in the back seat, because I always rode in the back seat or the front seat. And I noticed when we would fill up that, they would pump the gas. And if it was, 400 pesos, I always wanted to make sure what the guy said on the pump was actually what was what. But how do you know those pumps are accurate? So in the Philippines, it's a long shot that you're getting what you're supposed to be getting. You're right, Craig. The temperature can change the amount of gas. That's correct. I think most gas stations in the Philippines only take cash. That's correct. We never knew one there that took a card. It was all cash money. But you're right. The temperature can change. I can't remember the scientific reason that happens, Craig, but yes, I know that happens. But when we went through Typhoon Odette in the Philippines, right? Afterwards, when the gas was able to be pumped again, they were charging double and triple for the gas. And the other thing that was happening, we had people with large containers, and they knew the gas people, so they had a scam going on. We couldn't get gas, but these black market gas people would go to these stations, pump out the gas, get it, and then sell it at 3 and 4 times the price. You know, is that I can't remember what law of physics that is, like Boyle's law or something like that, Craig. But yeah, they take cash. They take it. But if you live there long enough and you're savvy enough and you're kind of, it's like our friend that we rode around a lot with from Pakistan had lived there. He's married, kids, and he's lived there long enough. He didn't put up with any of that Filipino scamming shit. He would call them out, and he would, but he'd been there a long time. So yeah, it's crazy what we can and cannot do with their own money. What I don't like, if somebody gives me $10,000, it gets reported to the freaking IRS. That's just not cool. I mean, what if I bought this book? I think I paid, $20. But what if every other book in the world burned up and I autographed this one right here and I sold it for $22 million? I got to report to that damn IRS. That's not right. That's the other thing the senator said about Doge. She said today, I watched it, one thing we're going to do with the new IRS director, we're going to fire roughly 20,000 IRS agents who collectively owe the IRS millions of dollars in back taxes themselves. So that Doge group is going to go in and fire the people that haven't paid their tax bills that work for the IRS. Only common sense. And I like the fact that she was like, doesn't this make sense? Got to do 999 over every time now. Got to do 9990 every time now. What does that mean, Craig? Can you explain it a tiny bit more for me? 9990 every time. Oh, the money about the $10,000. Yes, you're right. Sorry, I get you now, Craig. I'm sorry. I was still having gas on the brain. I know. Back when I was doing private consulting work, I would have people owe me big money, and I was very leery of taking a check over 10 grand. And so I would have them busted up. Now, here's what we're going to do. You're going to pay me, 12,000 or, 6,000 here. Then over here, you can pay me the remaining, $6,000 when we complete it. So we'll break it up. Isn't that crazy? I don't like that. It shouldn't be that way. I mean, if Gary wants to buy me a mansion in Florida, he shouldn't be penalized. I shouldn't be penalized. I don't like that. But I think it only makes sense to fire people that work for the IRS who haven't paid their damn taxes. So I'm hoping that happens. There's going to be a lot of federal people unemployed. Technically, don't need to pay tax in the U.S. Never ratified or passed. No laws exist. Cannot show. Correct. I know, Craig. I saw a documentary on that the other day, where it's actually not law for us to pay the taxes that we pay. That it's not. I just started raining and the sun is shining only in the Philippines. That's right. At least it's not snowing and 20 degrees. So we miss the Philippines, but we like the U.S. And we'll probably come back to the Philippines in 2026, maybe. we have some land over there that we kind of need to put some thought into what we might do, whether we just leave it the way it is, sell it, build it, or what. So next year sometime, probably late next year, we need to look into what we're going to do with that. It's just some investment property. Or maybe we buy, another investment property over there. So we got to look at that in 2026. But yeah, just crazy. I tell people, people ask me a lot of times about traveling is, hey, how much money can I take out of the country? And I tell them, I said, you have to understand, you can take any amount of money you want out of the country. You can take $2 million in cash out of the country. And you don't even have to declare it unless you're going to bring back more than $10,000. So if you're going to bring back more than $10,000 into the country, talking to me? Laura, I know the rule. I'm going to explain it. I got it. So if it's more than $10,000, you can take any amount out of the country you want. And you don't have to declare it. But if you want to bring any of it back, you better declare it. Otherwise, they're going to take it from you. And they're going to charge you tax on it, your own money. So the best thing to do is declare that you have the $22 million in cash so that if you come back with $11,000, you don't get in trouble. Crazy. So just be aware of that. But if I tell everybody, if you got more than 10 grand, make sure you declare it just to be safe. If you got, you just do. But technically, you don't have to declare it. You can take it out of the country as long as you don't try to bring it back. And let's say this, if you're at Ligari and MJ, you guys in the Philippines that live there, if you have a bank account in the Philippines that has $11,000 in the Philippines, American money equivalent, and you take that money out and you come back to the United States with it, you better have your banking statements about where it came from in the Philippines, how you got that money into that bank, or the United States government may take it from you and hold it. They may charge you tax on it. So if you have your own money in the Philippines, because you've lived there like 10 forever, and he has $11,000 on him coming back into America, if he wants to keep that money, he better be able to prove how he got that money. Crazy. Why do we have to prove how we get our money? Why? Why should I have to explain to the government why I have $200,000 in my safe? It's just not, I don't, but you know what I mean. Let's do the Philippines says, I don't use a Philippine bank. I have US-based banks. Yes. Smart way to do it. We have them too. Tim is back from the gym for a few minutes. Yes, U.S. banks. Keep your money in America. Whatever plane you're going outside the country will declare 10,000 country currency for all countries, no matter if you're coming back. All right. I disagree with that, but that's what Lorelei says. All right, Lorelei. Lorelei is disagreeing with me. So, but I watch the border channels, and I see what happens to those people. Tim is back for a few minutes. Tim, thank you for that. We like that. So, but if it makes Lorelei happy, we will go with her stuff. But that's it. That's the key. I mean, you should declare it. But just be careful. Be careful. But we always keep money in American banks too. And I'm a big fan of Charles Schwab, as you guys all know. I wish they would pay me because I talk about them so much. We love them for international travel. I can take out a large sum of money at every cash machine every day, anywhere in the world. All ATM fees are reimbursed. When you get in the plane, you will sign a declaration from declare that 10,000 or more currency regardless of any international plane. All right, Lorelei. So I like Charles Schwab. They're easy to use, no problems. You can get a hold of them through the world, anywhere in the world. If you lose your debit card in Thailand, they will ship you another one to Thailand for nothing. They will get you another card anywhere in the world if you lose yours. So that's pretty cool. But we shouldn't have to kiss the American government's butt because we have a tiny bit of money. That's what I think. That's what bothers me the most. I'm like, hey, is there any money we can steal from you? Because, that's really all that happens in this part of the world, I guess everywhere. The goal is for those in power to take money from those that are not in power. That's the way it's been since civilization has started. You think back down in history, the peasants had to farm and raise vegetables and give some to the king and his castle and his people to be a tax. There's been tax forever. It's wrong. That king, what he should have did is had hired farmers to farm for the kingdom. Work in partnership, not make them give you a tax. Yes. Gary says, I also find it very strange all the requirements I have to do when exiting the Philippines. So yeah, since you've been in the Philippines quite a while, is it a year, I think? You have to get a letter of clearance, if I understand it right, make sure that you are not in, I can't remember how long it is, anybody. Maybe Michael knows or somebody. But there's a time frame that if you've been in the Philippines, to get out of the Philippines, they're going to run a check on you to make sure, one, you don't have any outstanding bills or police are wanting you, things like that. And then if you do, you got to pay all of that to get out. Gary says he likes Charles Schwab too. Yeah, I do. I'm big on them. Pay tax to get out. And you do. I remember that. The first time I went to the Philippines, luckily somebody told me, I got lucky. Another person married to a Filipina here said, hey, I know you're going to the Philippines. Remember, you got to have about $20 in cash on you when you leave because you got to pay at the airport to get on the plane. So after your ticket's done, there's still one more window at Mactan Airport, the old one, that you had to go through, and you had to pay an exit tax. And it was about $20 to get the hell out of the Philippines. Even I was only there a month. So, yeah, you got to pay tax to get out. Crazy, right? Need an exit clearance. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. That's what it was. Or any stay over 6 months or more. That's right, Tim. That's what it is. An exit clearance. Which, look, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know if the United States government does that. But if we have people on a tourist visa from the Philippines, and just hypothetically, I wouldn't have a problem if the government in the America says, okay, you've been here for 6 months on vacation or 7 months. We need to do a little bit of a check on you to make sure you didn't run up a bunch of debt, that you don't owe a bunch of people, that you've committed crimes, and you're hoping to get out of here before you're convicted or charged. So I don't know if our government does that or not. Does anybody know that? When a visitor to the to America is here, for 6 months or more, do they have to go through a clearance or do they just get to leave? I don't need it with my SRRV visa. Okay, nice. Even I was a Filipino citizen, I pay tax to get out. Yes. I don't think it's a bad concept. I don't like paying the tax, but the exit visa or clearance, maybe it's not a bad plan. Maybe, that kind of makes sense to make sure that there's nothing, because one thing I know, and I've seen a lot about, and I've talked about, is there's a lot of expats, or there's a lot of people from foreign countries going to Thailand, the Philippines, Malaysia, other countries that did bad things in their home countries. And they're either, maybe some have been charged and they're out on bond, or some of them know that they're going to be charged for those bad things to children. So they get out of the country and they're still wanted, but they go to different countries and hide out and do the same thing they were doing in America or Germany or wherever. Let's do the Philippines. MJ says, I don't think they do much of a checking on things. It's more of a way for them to make more money. Yes. I think you can fill out an exit clearance online also. I agree. I don't think I agree with you. I don't necessarily believe that it's hey, we're doing a deep dive into, because one, the Philippines isn't set up to track you while you're in the Philippines. So they really don't know what you do while you're there. They wouldn't know that you do that unless you've been arrested. Maybe they know that. But their computer system is so crappy, they're probably not linked. If I'm in Cebu and I do a bad thing and get arrested, then I go to Mandawi, or I don't know, to Manila. Maybe they don't know anything about me in Manila when I leave. It's just Gary says 6 months in the Philippines and do an exit visa. It's just nationality you pay. They don't check. You just got to pay. The exit clearance is free. Oh, all right. All right. So but you got to have the exit clearance before you pay the exit tax. The tax to get out of the airport or to get out of there. Yes, Tim, you're correct. It's an exit clearance. Yes. Okay, Tim, I haven't left yet, so not for sure. Yeah. I don't remember. I think we didn't pay one either. I know we had to pay fees to get out of the airport. I know that. I think at one time we went back and forth. We put them on the ticket. We bought a ticket and it had it already. We bought it with it on it, so we didn't have to pay cash. When I first time leaving, there's going to U.S. I paid the airport aside all the paperwork, just like an airport service fee. Yeah. Well, I did the same thing. I had to pay the $20 to get out of the Philippines. But remember, the rules change. The rules change all the time, and they change location from location from location. We found that out at the same airport. We would go to the New Mactan airport. We would talk to one person. They would tell us one thing. You go to another window, that person tells you a different thing. You go to another one, and they tell you totally different. So, it gets a little cuckoo and crazy. It really does. But it's part of the process. And I encourage people not to get bent out of shape about it, not to stress over it, because it is what it is. It's part of the joy of traveling internationally, the joy of going to the Philippines, like the skin tax. A lot of people get mad because there's a skin tax in the Philippines. And I don't necessarily like it, but it is that way. It is what it is. So don't get upset about it. Just roll with it and enjoy your time there. If the road, it's a toll fee. Yeah. If it was a road, it'd be a toll fee like here. So, it's just the cost of doing business is how you got to look at it, or cost of travel, or cost of fun. When I leave the Philippines, I always go to the airport with 10K pesos. Yeah. You got to have some money on you just in case you don't know what in the heck is going on. And I do think a lot of new travelers get hoodwinked a little bit and they lose some money here and there and get ripped off. But cost that much, Tim? So Tim, MJ's asking if it costs that much, or do you just kind of take it just in case? I think he's probably taking it just in case. But, it is what it is. But then again, if you're in an American airport and you go to buy a sandwich, you're going to pay $20 for an egg salad sandwich on white bread. So they're not charging you a tax at the airport But if you want anything, you got to pay 400 times the price. MJ says, I'll be leaving when the weather in the U.S. warms up some. That's good. I remember you saying that. You're coming back for a visit. No, I just have it just. That's what we do, Tim. We always carry some hidden money on our persons where people can't find it, just in case we need it. And we do keep a little bit in the wallet, but it's always good to have a little extra cash. Always good, just in case. But, it's all good. It's all good. When you're traveling, it's just part of the fun. It's part of it. It's what people do. It's what we have to do. It's okay. But airports in America are outrageously, stupidly expensive. When you need to bring Filipino money when you're planning back to the Philippines because it need cash to pay the toll to get out of the airport and the tips for the person taking luggage. Yeah. Got to sit and cushion then. Yes, got to sit and cushion. What Lorelai is saying is when you go to the Philippines, it's really smart if you already have pesos so that you can pay the toll to get out of the airport and you can tip the people helping you. It's better if you have pesos versus just the American dollars. And if you're new to the world and you want to go to the Philippines or any other country and you want some of their money on hand, go to your bank, ask your bank to get you $20 or $30, $100 in Philippine pesos. It may take them a week or two, but they will get that ahead of time for you. Tim says, I always use a travel agent. They know the updates. Yes, works good. I will be leaving in the summer for my first time leaving. Nice, Gary. So where are you going to Thailand? Or are you coming back to the States for a visit? I know you talked about going to Thailand. Are you going to be gone for very long? What's your plan there? But yeah, it could be crazy and it can be difficult. But that's what we do. We keep pesos when we go there so we have a little bit of money. And then we immediately go to the ATM machine and use my Charles Schwab card that I can use anywhere in the world and take out more money. So, gonna run. Food deliveries here and we'll catch up with you. Ride to Manila and meet Ian afterwards. Take care, everybody. MJ, have fun today. Make some videos. Be safe and enjoy your trip, buddy. We appreciate you. Good advice, 10K budget to carry. I agree. I think it's really good. 10K is what, $200, right? About $200. So it is good advice to carry about $200 with you anywhere you go. In small bills, little bills. Put some money here, put some money there, But yeah, you never show your wallet. Don't open it up and show you have all of that money. But yes, it's very important to have some of that. All right, my friends, we're only going to do about 2 hours when we do Thursday night live streams. So Thursday night StreamYards, we're only going to focus about 2 hours. But our other pop-up live streams, we're going to continue. So I'll do another live stream tomorrow, but it won't be doing through StreamYard. I'm about to go also check on my meds and go to lunch. Okay, Tim. We appreciate it. We're going to get off of here is where I was getting at. It's a couple of minutes after 9, so we've been on for 2 hours. So it's time to wind this live stream down. And want to thank everybody for coming in, thumbsing up, subscribing, sharing, helping our channel grow. We really appreciate that. And we will be back tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening or tomorrow. I don't know. I'll be back tomorrow sometime. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So, Craig, we appreciate you. Tim, we appreciate you. Gary, appreciate you very much. Michael, we appreciate you. Meme, we appreciate you. Adventures of the Philippine American Couple, sometimes we appreciate you. Everybody else that came in tonight, we greatly appreciate that. Dennis, Joe, let me check. Meme was here for a while. R&R Walks, we appreciate you too. So everybody, that's it. Let's go. Take care, friends.